Almost had a threesome because of a bluff fiction. I'm not sure if I missed a great opportunity or dodged a bullet. I'm in college, and while my parents are paying for my tuition and dorm room, I have to work to cover the rest of my expenses. Because my parents paid a little more, I have a single dorm room, meaning I have the room to myself. Last Friday, I had a date with a girl named Ashley. This was our second attempt at a first date. The first time was canceled because she got sick. We were in the restaurant for about 10 minutes when a friend of hers, Kate, walked in. I suspect they had arranged this. Kate greeted us and Ashley asked her to join us. I wasn't happy about that, but I didn't say anything. I read on Reddit about a guy in the same situation where they expected him to pay for everyone. So I was planning to use the same bluff he did. At the end of the night, the bill came, and I asked how we were going to handle it. Ashley asked me what I meant, saying, of course, I was meant to pay the bill. I was expecting that, so I said, Ashley, I took you on a date and got Kate as extra. If I'm paying for all of us, I guess a threesome is on the table. I was expecting them to argue and eventually take out their wallets. But Kate called my bluff. She said, sure, how does tonight sound? Ashley looked shocked, but she kept quiet. Kate was bluffing, I'm sure of it. I play a lot of poker. I was sure I could spot a bluff. So I said, okay, if I'm paying, both of you are coming with me to my dorm room tonight. Kate said, sure, I don't have to be up early tomorrow. We have all night long. I waited a few moments, giving them a chance to back out, and then gave the waiter my debit card. I escorted them to my car, still thinking they would back out. But they didn't. We drove to the dorm, and I was hoping they would back out. The truth is, I don't have a lot of sexual experience. I was really bluffing. I hardly know what to do with one girl, let alone two. I was nervous and wanted to back out myself, but my ego wouldn't let me. We walked to my dorm room, and just as I put the key in, Ashley broke. She said, I'm not doing this. I'll Venmo you my half and you can lose my number. They started to walk away, and Kate smiled, turned to me and said, I know you were bluffing, but I wasn't. Don't lose my number. With that, she gave me a piece of paper with her number on it. I am both excited and afraid to call Kate. Almost had a threesome because of a bluff. Did get laid. It's been 3 months since my date with Ashley where I met Kate. Kate came to the date as a sort of test set up by Ashley. Because there was an extra person all of a sudden, and because I read about this on Reddit, I suggested a threesome. For me, the date was already ruined, so I wasn't expecting anything anymore. To my surprise, Kate called my bluff. I was nervous and scared. I really wanted to call it off, but I was also afraid of what they would think about me. To my relief, Ashley backed out in front of my dorm room and took Kate with her. But Kate gave me her phone number before she left. I was so nervous, but I called Kate after a few days. She sounded very happy to hear from me. We went for coffee for a talk. After some small talk, I asked her about that night. First, I asked if she did that a lot, joining in on a date expecting the guy to pay everything. This was her first time, but she knew Ashley did it a few times to test the date. The test is that if he pays without complaining, he's a good man. I laughed with her about this logic because that's not working out for her. Kate went along because she was curious and heard good things about the place I took them. After some talking, I asked her if she would have gone through with the threesome. She said she could see that I wouldn't go through with it. She knew I was bluffing, and she was calling my bluff. I reminded her that Ashley backed out, but I admitted that I was about to. So I asked, what if she was wrong? Would she go through with it? She smiled and said she's rarely wrong when reading people, but if she was wrong, she would go through with it. Talking with her was refreshing. I could be myself, not trying to impress her or anything. I could just be myself. In the last few months, Kate and I have had an arrangement. She helped me gain sexual experience, not only with her, but she's also my wing woman. She jokingly said maybe in time we can convince Ashley. Kate and I are not dating. We hang out and we sleep with each other. She is my FWB, my teacher. Yes, I call her teacher to tease her. My wing woman, but most important, my friend. That one bluff. It did get me laid. Had a threesome because of a bluff. It's been 14 years since I met Kate. She crashed a date I had with Ashley. I bluffed about a threesome, and Kate called my bluff. Ashley backed out at the last minute. I was really bluffing and not ready for something like that. Kate did give me her phone number. A few days later, I called Kate, and we started talking. Over the next year, she taught me so much, not only about sex, but also about myself. She gave me the confidence to become the man I am today. She was my teacher, my FWB, and my wing woman. Thanks to her teaching, hyping, and guiding, my body count. Let's just say it went up quickly. Of course, she also added to her body count during that time. After more than a year of beating around the bush, I finally confessed my feelings for her. She felt the same, and we became exclusive, started dating, and got married after graduation. We're still friends with Ashley. That first date was a disaster, but she's actually really nice. She gave up her dating logic soon after our date. Her ex-husband is my doctor. They divorced amicably 3 years ago because he changed his mind and wanted kids, while she still doesn't. Why am I going down memory lane now? Last week was our 10-year anniversary, and Kate had something special planned. On the anniversary itself, we went to her favorite restaurant and danced afterward. Although I'm not as good a dancer as she is, when we dance bachata together, we can have all the eyes in the room on us. Friday is my gym day. Kate asked me to do light training that day because she had plans for us. I was expecting a dance night, so I did some light training, took a shower at the gym, and went home. As soon as I came home, Kate stood at the top of the stairs wearing a bathrobe. We had a bit of playful banter, her on top of the stairs and me at the bottom. Then she opened her bathrobe, and she was wearing the black lingerie I love. I was at the top of the stairs in half a second. While kissing her and guiding her to the bedroom, she asked me if I remembered how we met. So, I told her the story, ending with, Ashley backed out half a second before me. At that moment, Ashley walked in from the bathroom wearing red lingerie, saying, "Tonight I won't back out if you won't." She walked up to me, kissed me, and walked to the bed. Kate looked at me smiling and said, "Happy anniversary, honey." To say that was a surprise is an understatement. I'm not going to give a play-by-play, but it was a night the three of us will never forget. And it all started with a bluff 14 years ago.